YouTubers, I'm back again here, having to sort this scooter for a customer. You got here a TGA Breeze. The customer's complaining that the steering's kind of stiff and that, so we went out, had a look at it, and found out that the suspension underneath, the swinging arms, etc., and the suspension brackets were all rusted. So we ordered the parts, came in, went to uplift it, and of course he's been using it still and he's got another puncture. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look underneath to see, have a look at the front suspension to see actually what's happening in here. Right, let's have a look what we've got here. Let's have a look what we've got here. Let's get some light on the subject. Well, as you can see, it's well rusted. This suspension arm is very much higher than this one. Maybe that's the reason why he's having problems with the steering. Yeah, this chap goes out every single day of the year for his newspaper, and as you can see, it's well rusted. So what we've done is we've ordered new suspension arms, new bushes in here, new bushes and spindle in here, new front stub axles for both sides. The steering's okay, it's just that this is seized, so we might as well just do both sides when we're at it. And of course that's your springs here. Now these are good quality suspension arms that you see here. It's well designed, they're strong, but not all of them on the market are as strong as this. Let me show you. Now this one is a new suspension arm for this particular scooter. It's heavy duty, as you can see. Comes with a good quality heavy duty chrome bush that goes in there, and then we've got a new bolt that goes in there that holds it on. Proper bushes in here, quality item. Don't get me wrong, it's an expensive scooter. If you've got a cheap scooter, this is what you get for a suspension arm. Now, may I just say, this is not a suspension arm, but this is actually an armrest. But that's the kind of thing I have seen the cheaper scooters making a suspension out of this type of steel, and it wears. I know one manufacturer makes one like this, and the same manufacturer makes one for better quality for a different company. Now you can see the difference of metalwork here. Very much better. That's a brand new one, and that's what you could get a cheap scooter with. So if you see two scooters, one of them is brand spanking new, £1,200, and one next to it that is maybe £1,800, you know where the money's gone. Lasts very much longer. Proper bushes. This one will just have a hole drilled in it, and that will eventually wear through time. And if you need new springs, we can supply springs if you need them as well, or wee shocks. This one's for a shop rider, the front swinging arm. And this one here, this type of metal I have seen on a make that I'm not even going to mention, just in case you've got one and you'll be annoyed that your suspension arm is made out of thin material like this. But if you have a look at it yourself, you'll see the difference of the thickness of the metal, heavy duty, proper bushes, compared to something like that. Here's, you've got your stub axle here, which is heavy duty. Of course, it's a quality scooter, TGA. It can go anywhere. This particular TGA Breeze, that's a scooter to have if you want to go up forestry paths and that. So everything's heavy duty in it, except this one is worn through time. Right, so let's go and take all this off and put the new parts on. A 13mm socket. This one wheel, let's see how easy this comes off. Oh aye. Right, YouTube, as you can see here, well rusted. Spindle's still alright, but if that's rusted, the bearings will be kind of rusted as well. So all I need to do is remove these bolts here, these ones. Then there's a suspension bolt here, so the same on the other side. And then of course you've got to do your track rod ends, which to be honest with you are well rusted as well. You give that a good lubrication with grease. I'll check for wear, I'll check the play on it. Actually they're not too bad by feeling on it. These particular ones, as I say, a quality item you've got here. They've got a rubber sleeve on it, and these ones are no worn at all. But I'm just going to put some, inject some grease inside there with a nozzle, just to make it better. But it is moving freely. I'm not going to take the stub axle off. I'll leave that on the whole assembly. So the less I take off, the quicker I'll be. So before I start, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my wee wire brush and give it a wee clean. Spray it with some WD-40. Now that's a 17mm. I think the top side for the nut that spins, I think is 14. Yeah, 14. So let's see how we're going to do here. Oh, that's not going on all the way. So you get a wee hammer here and chap her on. Find my wee hammer. That's her on. And let's have a. And the nut goes flying. And the spanner goes flying away. Oh, there we are. There you go. That's one. Oh, actually, it is quite stiff. It is quite stiff. Right, so let's bring you around this side a wee bit. Oh well, we'll try and take this one off. I'll take this bit here off. On the far away side, I'm sure it's a 17mm. Where's my 17? That's a 17mm. I think this is a 9, is it? A 7? It's a 7. 7mm Allen. Now, I don't like taking it off here first because I could round it, so I'm going to try and see if I can slacken it off this side first. So yeah, it is moving, so let's take this off now. No, see it turning? Not making a proper connection in there at all, it's rusted. And this as well, we've got new bolts, so I'm just going to do this from this side, and then what I need to do is I need to chap us through. So this one I need to put a new nylon nut on that, give it a clean. So that side's rusted. Let's try the other side just when I'm at it. I'll try that to see if No, the other side's exactly the same. Yeah, it's a 14mm in there to take the other track rod end off. That's it off. Use my small hammer. Now that's seized solid. Now I need to put some heat to that. That side will not come out, and I actually don't want to hit it too hard to damage the end or the threads. These ones are okay. I need to hammer these out. You get a punch, put it in at an angle, hammer them out. I'm just hoping that there's no actually threading into this part here. We'll find that one out once I give it a wee chap. Right, we're going to try and put it slightly bigger. I found one Allen key, slightly bigger. And I'm going to see if I can slight turn it. That is solid. Just shows you how rusty it is. No wonder it's seized up here. It's going to be a nightmare. Let's try the other side. Let's try the other side. Let me get the punch. Oh, the other side's no problem at all. Let me get some light on the subject. Right, the other side has come out no problem at all. It's coming out there, as you can see. So I'll be able to get that out, put a set of mold grips on here and pull it out, because I'll not get in there with the punch or the angle. That's seized in solid. So what I'm going to do is actually going to take this off and then move the swinging arm backwards and forwards, hopefully to release that. I'll put a lot of WD-40 in here as well and maybe leave it for half an hour to an hour, but I'll definitely need to get that off. That looks a bit of a nightmare as well, to be honest. All rusted. Oh well, the joys. Right, I need to put an Allen key in here. So it's that 5mm. Let me give it a chap with my small hammer. Give the back of the nut a clean. Matter of fact, it's going to be difficult. Just make sure when you do that you wear eye protection. There's rust flying about everywhere here. Right. Now that's a 13mm, I know that. I'm going to get a spanner on the back of that. I'm not happy. Right, so I've got that in there. I'm not happy. That is rusted really, really bad. I don't know. That's not good at all. That's going to be a nightmare. That's going to be a nightmare, that. Let me get my socket, my ratchet. I don't think. Can you believe it? It's coming off. Well, that's definitely going to need a new bolt. didn't actually order these bolts in, but right, that's off. Thank God for that. Right, let's see if that's gonna. That's seized on solid. Like I thought. Even if I hit that with a hammer, it's not gonna budge, I don't think. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lubricate that and leave it overnight. I maybe need to put some heat to it, a lot of heat, for that to hopefully freeze off. That's as far as I got today. It's Friday afternoon. I'm going to post some goodies. As you can see, it's not as free. There's a new one. The new one's nice and free. No wonder. Yeah, that's going to be a nightmare, this. I'm not even going to put mold grips on it and try and turn it, because I'm going to leave it. Right, YouTubers, what I've decided to do, that is solid, and I've still got some time to spend on this. It's Friday afternoon. I need to go to the post office, but I've got another half an hour, so what I'm thinking of doing is if I can take this nut off, slide this out of the swinging arm, the bolt at the top, that's no rusted, that is spotless. Take it out and take it to the workshop. I don't like playing heat with plastic, so I'm going to try and free that here. By here. I don't like doing this with I don't like taking a hammer to my ratchet. Right, that's come out, but that doesn't mean that's going to come out there. The shaft here, that may be rusted solid as well. What a nightmare of a job. What a nightmare. I better put that washer together. Hang on a minute. Keep all the nuts and bolts together so we don't lose them. Just yeah, I'm very lucky, aren't I? That's not gonna go. That's not gonna go. I don't think it wants to give me my screwdriver back either. Oh, hi, I'm going to give it a miss.